Attention, please. The show starts in 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Come on, come on, come on. How you want it, cognac or Patron? Brunch with the boys, we gon' give you what you want. And what you don't know, we about to put you on. Come on, come on, come on. How you want it, cognac or Patron? Brunch with the boys, we gon' give you what you want. And what you don't know, we about to put you on. Yes, we are the trending topic. We relationship prophets. Brunch with the boys, we the hottest. Brunch with the boys, we the hottest.
What's going on? It's another episode of Brunch with the Boys. This is your boy King Des here. I'm here with the gentlemen. What's going on this evening, fellas?
Easy. What's good, everybody?
This is Mr. Gent out here. We're going to be talking about why people always lying.
No, you found a way to make that shit weird. When you said your intro, I was like, okay, and then you did that shit.
Okay, why can't I just have my time right here?
Let's introduce our guest before you try to do what the fuck you was trying to do.
Exactly.
That's fair. So, who I have on the podcast today, her name is, we're going to call her Telly, but she has a podcast called the TellyMo podcast.
Well, hello, guys. This is TellyMo from the TellyMo Show.
Ow.
So my podcast is basically about just having everyday conversation with the everyday person. We talk about various things as friends, family, and everything. So I just wanted to shine a light on that and just keep it real, basically. Talk about whatever's on my mind, whatever's on my guest's mind at the time. We have different topics. The last thing I talked about, what was the last thing I talked about? This corona got me tripping.
It was probably sex. that's really what people
I talk
want
about
to hear.
sex all the time, but I don't think it was about sex this last time. Yeah, just go check me out at the TellyMo Show on Instagram and at the TellyMo Show on Facebook, and we drop every Wednesday.
Cool. So we're going to really just dive into it then.
Let's do it. What we talking about tonight?
We're going to talk about lying. Is lying always bad? Is there sometimes lying's okay? Is sometimes lying acceptable? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or is it always bad because lying is viewed as such a deceitful thing? Webster defines it as telling or containing lies, deliberately being untruthful, deliberately being deceitful, and false.
Nigga, we didn't need Webster for no fucking definition.
Hey, listen, I mean, I just wanted to show how strong the words are with lying.
No,
it got a little strength.
What you listen? I think there's times and places where you lie. And I get into it. What you think, Telly?
I think there is a time and place to lie as far as like your job. Maybe you want to leave a little early, something like that.
I would disagree with you, Telly. Goddamn, girl, that's not when we lie. We don't risk the bag in order to get home a little bit early.
If you got PTO?
Yeah, I mean, I guess,
Then why are you lying?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Now, I'll tell you this, I'm the first one to leave early, but I'm just going to use that leave. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to walk out safely.
If lying is so bad, and I'll pose this question to Jezzy or Des or Telly if you want to jump in first, but then why do we start lying to our kids early? Or why did our parents start lying from the moment that we were basically born? Think about it. They lied to us about Santa. They lied to us about the tooth fairy and dropping coins for teeth.
Our parents didn't lie to us about that.
I mean, but there's tons of parents that do that.
Yeah, our parents didn't lie to us about that.
Or the Easter Bunny.
My parents didn't lie to me about Santa. It just I just kind of figured it out once I went to go shopping for my own Christmas gifts.
Nah, that makes sense. So you never lied to your kids, Jezzy, about Santa?
Nah, I have lied to my kids about Santa, but I think they low-key know that shit is bullshit.
But my kids definitely know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think they low-key know, and that's why they write this list and they give it to mommy and daddy because they know that's where the gift is coming from. You know what I mean? They're grandparents. So I don't think my kids are naive in that way. We play along with it because, hell, you want your kid to be kids. I don't know if that's necessarily a lie more than it is, you know what I'm saying, a vibe. You know,
it's a vibe now.
It's a vibe.
It goes to the church.
You know
It's a vibe.
It is a vibe.
It's a
My
vibe.
nieces and nephews know I buy them everything, including Christmas.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they go along with it at school. Okay, Santa's going to get us this, that, and the third, but they know.
No, but you got to admit, man, we be lying even when, you know, a baby just born and shit, and parents, someone said to the parent, like, dang, your baby looking like an alien. And then you over there talking about leave my baby alone. You know he or she beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But it really is just in God's eyes. But you know what I'm saying? But we still sitting here lying even on those simple things, right? But is that bad?
I think people are predisposed to not wanting to hurt other people's feelings. And I think that's the majority of people.
Yeah.
However, I think there are people that are very direct and blunt, and they don't mean to hurt anybody's feelings, but they're going to be straightforward. And I think
I don't lie if your baby ugly.
What'd you say?
I say I'm not lying if your baby ugly.
Me either.
Say he looks he looks like an intelligent baby.
And I think I think what we're actually saying is, who are you as a person? Who do you want to be? Because Telly and I, we keep that shit motherfucking real. We're not lying and telling you your baby look good. Maybe we won't say anything. Man, your baby look like you, nigga. And you know you ugly, so we already good. So in that way, you don't have to lie. Some of the lies do feel like a necessity sometimes because you want to please people. You don't want to hurt their feelings. But oftentimes, even in those situations, you don't have to lie. Find another way to avoid it, you know, so that you don't have to.
So you don't think that this is ingrained from us from children? Think about it. A research basically said that we have the ability as children to start lying at about the age of 3. And by 5, almost all children and they definitely will lie just to avoid punishment or chores. We'll just lie all the time. They say from the age of 7 to 11, that's when they lie to protect other people or to make themselves feel better. And they'll start considering all types of lies to be justified. And they're not just telling white lies to please adults. They say it's motivated by strong feelings and compassion and empathy and all that. So there's something not evil behind the reason why we start lying from jump, but we be lying.
To that point, though, I can tell you, so I have a son and a daughter. My son's a couple years older than my daughter is, and he's on many occasions when she's done something she wasn't supposed to do and there was consequences.
Yeah.
He's lied. He's been like, he said, I did it. And it only comes to like far after the time. And I say, why'd you tell me you did it when you didn't? And his thing is, I don't want my sister to get in trouble.
Yeah, and we're gonna jump into that. So I want to kind of talk about different reasons why maybe lying is okay. So do you think it's all right to lie in a life and death situation, Telly? So for example, a young child, let's say, is rescued from a plane crash and they messed up, weakened state. Parents have been killed off in the crash, but the child is unaware of it, right? He asks about his parents, and the person that's with that child says they're okay. Maybe that person intends to tell that child later on when,
eventually
it's not a bad, when it's not a bad situation. But do you think it's all right to lie in that situation? Let's say it's life or death type of situation.
That's appropriate, but in all actuality, they didn't really lie. They said they're okay, which means they may give them comfort as far as like, okay, they're in a better place or something like that. So for that person, they may not even think they lied. They just didn't tell the whole truth.
It would be hard for me to tell a judge
But remember that the lie was defined as with the intent to deceive, right? So if there's no intent to deceive, then from that perspective, it's not a lie.
Yeah, cool.
That's on some deep shit, and I guess you did protect their feelings. What are we prolonging that for, though?
Right.
You see, what's the purpose? Does that serve a purpose? Because if that serves no purpose, then it's a motherfucking lie.
It serves a purpose for the adult. So
exactly. Because as the child, you didn't tell me shit. I think my parents are okay. Okay in every child's mind means they're fucking alive. So you lied to me.
You're right.
You know what I mean? So why are you prolonging the truth?
Maybe it needs to come from another person, maybe a family member, where they can break it down and console them in a way that maybe that person on the street couldn't. You know what I'm saying?
Because that's going to fuck them up regardless in the long run. This stranger telling me that my parents are dead.
Yeah. Or that my parents are okay. I'd be pissed off after that shit. if it came back around and then my auntie came and said, hey, man, they died. What? That bitch just told me it was okay. I'm slapping that hoe. Fuck out of here. What kind of shit is that? So even in that moment, once I realized it, I still got to go off on that hoe on general principle, man. That shit is wrong, man. It's a fucking lie. What are y'all talking about?
My guy said GP.
She gonna shoot me the fade when I find her.
Man.
Yeah, I guess that's real.
Ooh.
I think the only time a lie is really useful is, and this is in any relationship dynamic, is in a romantic relationship. That's when lies save in relationships. One day at a time. Lies are building relationships.
I said, do not lie in a relationship. No, sir.
I know. I'm really saying this, and it sounds horrible. I do not believe in this, but I know for a fact that in relationships, we are lying to each other about little things all the time. And maybe it's just in the bad relationships. And hell, where I've been, nigga, what it's looking like, you know what I mean? My eyes ain't necessarily all lovey-dovey right now. But I know that the little white lies, the little things exist all the time within relationships where even if it's the simple, more common, how do I look in this dress? Bitch, you know you fat as fuck. So don't ask me how you looking at shit because ain't no dress covering up that shit right there. And that's just fact. Nobody's saying that though. Nobody's saying that there's
nobody want to tell that girl that she got a booty, dude.
I got a question though.
Go ahead.
So when we say it's okay, and I'm playing devil's advocate here, right? Because so personally, I believe there are good lies to tell and there's bad lies, right? Now I'll get to that later. But if in this situation we're defining lying as being a sliding scale, right? Sometimes it's okay depending on what it is. What is it okay for your girl to lie to you about? Put yourself from that perspective, right? Like, what are some things that she can lie to you about? And you'd be like,
I hate you.
Oh, that's fine. She lied to you about that. Because when that shit's
I don't need you to lie to me.
right? If you're the person getting lied to, that shit don't seem so small.
It could be simple things like, and I think these are things that women lie to men about all the time. Maybe how much money that they spent at a certain shop or something like that.
Because you know she gonna be tripping.
Yeah, because you know that things like that. Oh, you bought this and you kept that shit low key. You know what I mean? Come on.
It's to spare you.
I think it comes with spending and avoiding confrontation.
Would you say, Telly?
You still gonna get the drama.
I mean, I would be less mad.
GTD.
I would be less mad, especially if she's bringing in income to the home too, and it's not like I'm paying for everything and she's just taking. So I'd be more mad that she hiding it. Listen, be fucking real. If that's what we're saying, if you spent that shit and you know I'm going to say something, it must be because it's something we talked about, you agreed, and you're doing the opposite of that. Otherwise, why the hell am I going to care if you spend your money on that shit? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
That's not her money. It's your money.
Well, then there's the problem, nigga. So, you know what I mean? I don't think that's an acceptable lie, but I think that's a lie that's not going to break the relationship up.
So let's just talk about lying for the to kind of intensify someone's happiness, right? So Telly, this one's for you. So let's say a man lies to his wife about where they're going in order to get to a place where there's a surprise birthday party being organized. That lie cool, right? You cool with that lie?
Of course,
Right?
that's cool, especially if your people's is nosy.
Yeah,
You got to lie to them.
Even if you told this motherfucker that you've been with for years now, I do not like surprise parties. I like to know where I'm going. I like to be in control. And he takes that from you. Are you still happy?
Yeah, that's different though. You throwing in something into the mix.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's different.
Okay, so
She better love that shit. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like it depends on how much time and effort and money I put into that thing. She better love that.
Some
shit.
people think that's cute though, to put their significant other in these weird compromising
I know.
positions and shit.
Yeah.
And I disagree because you just did what I hate bitches do. I tell you I need this, and you say no. I'm gonna give you this, and you better be fucking happy about that shit too, cause I did all of this, bitch. Well, I don't want no fucking party.
Okay,
I don't care how dope that shit is.
But to play devil's advocate, sometimes you don't know. Like there's people that don't know what they don't know, right? So I may say, let's go and do some whitewater rafting. You might be like, I don't want to put myself in no dangerous situations.
You say, oh, you're going to do this.
And then you go out on the limb and say, man,
yeah.
you're going to do this. And then she does it. And then she enjoyed it. And she's like, oh my God, I can't wait for us to do it again.
Boy,
So
you're
you
right.
got-
Just like the opposite, then you know I'm going to say it. I can also die that day, bitch, and you lost me. And now for the rest of your life, you should kill yourself too, you motherfucker, because since you know what I need, you know so much about me, goddammit, I'm dead now, nigga. My bad. I'm sure you weren't going that dark. But the opposite need to be a part. Because this nigga over here telling me what he knows is better for me. Nigga, this shit sounds sexist as fuck. Ain't this the Me
I
Too
said that
movement?
shit. It
That's my
sound very
point, though. You
one-sided.
sound like you're a fucking caveman.
Yeah.
And the
Real
woman
talk.
not gonna do a me tell her fiddle. And this is what you do. Nah, nigga, if I tell you this is what I want, if you respect me, you're gonna listen to me. You know what I'm saying? That's what it comes down to.
I just want to go on record basically saying that I'm not chauvinistic like that. I'm playing a role for the sake of conversation right now.
I don't think he is, y'all. And I know this nigga.
Man.
Yeah,
I know this nigga.
Sounds
Come on,
good,
man.
though.
Don't do me
Yeah,
like that.
he talk real intelligently about some shit he don't know about. Don't he?
How often do we end up here for this not to be a pattern? That's my question.
Facts.
right.
All the brunchies know
Nah,
that.
but going back to the question about like if your girl asks you, does this dress look nice? Please tell her yes or no. Because if you say it looks nice and we go out with you thinking we doing, we
You looking
starting,
good. Yeah,
you
looking
embarrassed.
good
You're wrong
for
for
you.
that too, dog. You're
And
right.
you don't even like what we got on. It's gonna be a problem when we get home because now you got me looking crazy. Now you don't like the way I look.
All right, but let me put this in perspective for you, Telly. All right, let me try this part. Then. Let me go this way, Des, and you tell me how you feel about this one. All right. So let's say your girl has been shopping for a dress for weeks. You know, her body ain't right, whatever the case may be. She's struggling. She in the store. She getting frustrated. Every day. She done been in 25 stores. She finally finds something where she's happy and excited about it. And she has an event that she's going to. And this event is tonight. And she puts on this dress excited about going. Excited that she finally found something that was worth something.
I know where you're going. You got to tell her it don't look good on her.
Come on,
You
man.
got to, dog. I mean, who
You
are you
don't
as
care
a
about
person?
Why would
dog?
you destroy her?
You don't care
her
about
little
her.
bit of happiness, dog. Her little bit of happiness.
She's not gonna wait the night of to show you. When she get home, she gonna show you.
Well, that don't matter though. Tell you if he lying to her every time she shows.
Every time she comes, yeah.
But here's the thing.
Right, if he lying.
Yeah, this nigga have her at the shit. Come on, man.
I'm just talking. I'm just
So
being
you trying
real.
to what you're listen? Fuck that happiness shit. What you're trying to do is spare yourself the uncomfortable confrontational conversation.
Right.
You're gonna save that shit for someone else when she gets to that fucking party and one of her homegirls goes, look, girl, I'm mad your man didn't say nothing, but you look crazy as hell.
Nah,
Or we
man.
can
First
sue your
of all,
draw
girl,
or whatever
don't
it is.
throw her man under
You know
the
what I
bus
mean?
either. He already don't.
She know you live with that nigga. He should have seen you before you left the house, and he didn't say
that's
nothing.
real shit. You just got to keep it real though. At the end of the day, who do you want to be? Do you want to be a lying ass nigga, or do you want to keep it real? Hoes
Straight
respect
up.
real niggas.
Okay, but let me put
Real recognize real lies. Recognize real lies. You
God
know what I
dang,
mean?
boy, that was smooth with it. I'm not quite sure why, but let me put this little piece in there. So let's just say it's my perspective that I don't like that dress on her, but what happened if like her girlfriends like it? Like why?
So you don't want the pressure of yourself.
No, but I'm just saying. Let's say her girl, she came in and said, "My girls love it. I'm excited about it," and you think it sucks, but it's your perspective.
okay.
So at the end of the day, does that change the perspective a little bit?
I think
Daz?
that's if her girls liked it, all of them gave her the approval. She shouldn't even came to you anyway. You ask me.
She's not gonna come to you. Friends say that she like it. They like it. She's not gonna come to you and say, "Do you like this?"
And she doing the most.
It
She
depends.
shouldn't
Let me
come
tell you
to
something though. It depends on what type of person she is. Because if she want real and she know her dude gonna give it to her real, she gonna come to you. If she want motherfuckers to kiss her ass and tell her she look good, even if that shit is some bap ass shit, she gonna go to motherfuckers that's gonna tell her she look good.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of friend she got because mine will be like, "Where you going?"
You got some real ass friends, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of fake ones out there.
That's
You right
tough.
about it.
You know what I mean?
You check your friends.
All right. So what about if you're giving constructive criticism? Is lying okay? Sometimes they say when sharing feedback, of course, honesty is important. But a lot of people say, I'm just being honest, though. But what they really intended to do is really be mean. But sometimes honesty can be given in such a way that's more effective to get your point across, and it's going to seem like lying a little bit. For example, being brutally honest about your girl and she cooking, right? And her cooking sucks, bro. Every time you eat it, dog, you feel like you being poisoned. Instead of saying, dang, boy, I'm like, for real though, like you might as well go ahead and throw that in the garbage, dog, because it tastes like garbage. Instead, you could say, hey, you know what's a great idea? I always really wanted to take a cooking class and I wanted to do it together. And I think this is a perfect way for us to just improve our skill sets. I'm saying it, but really I'm lying because her shit really sucks.
I don't think you even lied. So I think you avoided the situation perfectly because I don't think you lied.
So there's no lying.
No,
I wasn't
think
brutally
you-
honest though.
I think you were honest enough, and you just never said it. I mean, when
You
someone
didn't really hurt her feelings with it.
Yeah.
You just bypassed it.
and she should be able to accept it that way too. I'm sure she did because she read the subtext and was like, "Yeah, I get it." That shit didn't taste
She
good.
read between the lines.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So I think that's why where you were successful. That's probably the best approach. That approach won't work for every man or woman either, but yeah, you could definitely hope so.
All right, so Telly, what about this? Sometimes people say lying is based off of timing, right? And you've heard the cliche or tried expression that there's a time and place for everything, right? So, for example, you hear your friend's company is expecting some layoffs right before she about to go to her wedding and boo up the man of her dreams because she been single for 20 years and all her relationships ended up with a nigga leaving her with multiple STDs, and now she finally got a man that's clean.
Who the fuck is this hoe? Like, where did you go?
Okay, my bad. I went.
We have
This bitch got a lot of problems. Then we have a bitch with a regular life. What kind of problem this bitch got?
My bad. I just saw. I pictured her and I saw it in a different way. My bad.
Your mind is nasty.
Who do you know, nigga? How do you picture that?
No, but for real. So you know that she about to go to a wedding. Do you tell her that, hey, you about to get laid off? This is an important moment in her life, Telly.
I don't give a damn. I'm finna tell her.
Yeah, she's gonna want to know.
You gonna fuck up her. This is a moment in time. You only get one wedding. This is an experience. You finna fuck up her wedding? For real. That's what you going for?
No, you're not keeping it real, Gent.
After she leave the honeymoon and everything else, she gonna be broke. So let's.
Don't you want that information going into a marriage? Because if I found out that, but going in, you know what? Maybe we don't need to get married right now. Because my shit kind of tight right now, dog. And the way my shit is, you know what I mean? Like,
you don't want to deal with broke
you need
bitches.
to know going in. I don't think you would wait, and that would be a lie, and your friend would be upset.
Is it lying? I mean, you're not lying. This is this
omission
might be
is always a lie.
So you feel like omission is lying.
Omission is always a lie.
Des,
when
you
you're
feel like
choosing to keep it back, it's a lie.
I don't feel like omission is always a lie.
I don't think omission is a lie either.
I think it can be.
Tell me why you think omission is not really a lie.
If I didn't tell you, that doesn't mean I'm not going to eventually tell you. I just waited. It's delayed.
I get what you're saying. The action of another how quickly someone else acts before you share some information with them shouldn't be a reference on whether or not you're going to tell them ultimately. You know what I mean?
Right.
Man, but now we're supposed to buy that you were going to eventually tell.
Well, only the person knows, though.
Yeah, only the person knows.
Yeah,
To me, that's convenient. And that's convenient.
But sometimes it's accurate,
though. And sometimes it is, but that's, again, that gray area that so many people use, and they call those pathological liars, I believe, sometimes to really justify.
That's aggressive.
No, seriously, to justify their bullshit because, no, I was going to tell you. No, man, listen. As soon as I was done fucking the bitch, I was going to tell you immediately. I swear. I just hadn't gotten to it yet because I'm still fucking her. I'm going to fuck her for another couple months. Like, you could use that perspective, you know what I'm saying, and say, hey, eventually I was going to tell him, so I really wasn't lying. I was admitting.
Here's the thing, though. Well, no shit, right? Like if it's true and accurate and applies to your situation, then regardless of whether or not it's an excuse used by others when it isn't appropriate, it's going to be appropriate for you. So all I'm saying is sometimes that shit applies. The motherfuckers that use it on some bullshit, then they lie. You know what I mean? But I don't think omission means you're always lying.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
All right.
I agree. I think sometimes, there are many cases omission is not a lie. You heard it here, guys.
And a woman validated too.
Yeah,
so
stop talking. Just don't say shit. Okay. Y'all heard that. You want a happy relationship, huh? Shut the fuck up.
You know who know that? Old niggas.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
mastered that shit. Them niggas don't even talk no more.
Shit.
That's absolutely necessary.
They be just sitting there looking.
They be there.
Well,
They be there.
Well, let's stay on the omission piece for a second. So, scenario again, your girl go out to the club, tell your man, whatever the case may be, or if you get down like that, tell I ain't mad. You know what I'm saying? I love when girls got girlfriends. Either way. Okay, just checking. It never hurts to ask. But you go to the club and you come back home and your man asks you, or your woman asks you,
Can I smell your drawer?
No.
Okay.
That's nasty.
I know. I was just playing. I was just playing.
That happened to you for real though, huh?
Hell no, man. Hell no.
Oh shit! Y'all don't see it. Y'all don't see it over here.
That's happened to me, undoubtedly.
Yeah.
So before I even go on this,
water shower.
That's what I'm saying. But you
Too much.
Come on.
your girl ever
Come on, that shit trade secret.
Your girl ever smelled your penis?
Cut that.
Your girl ever smelled your penis and said it smelled too clean?
Yes, that happened.
I don't like where this conversation's going. Cut all this.
You might have took a shower before you got back. Why does it smell like that? And you went to go dance.
All right, I'm
putting
gonna
like Irish Springs for.
no, not Irish Spring. People still doing that? Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
But let's go. Okay, going back to the club. You go out to the club, right? She comes back, he comes back, and you ask him, hey, how'd the club go? Anyone try to hit on you? Whatever the case may be, right?
Who asked those questions?
Some people do. Insecure people do.
Lame ass nigga.
All right, so, and then you say, yeah, man, yeah, dude or chick, she got me a drink, whatever. But, I ain't really do nothing. It's whatever. And that's the truth. Let's just say that's the truth. You took the drink, they hit on you, they flirted with you, you didn't do anything with it. You at dinner one day, right, with a bunch of friends that you went to the club with, and they shout out, man, that club was crazy, man. The brothers and chicks were just jumping all over you, man.
You this in a murder?
No, I'm just saying, brothers and chicks were just jumping all over you, man. You had like 3, 4, 5 drinks that night. So now you find out that your girl.
Hey, where this come from? Be honest though.
Drinks.
What happened?
She got 4 drinks.
Hurt people. Nigga, tell us that.
You got 4 drinks, right?
I'm lost.
Now all of a sudden you find out that it was more than one person that got the person to drink. Are you in your feelings? She had multiple men at her.
Who gives a fuck?
Some people care. Some people like, dang, why you ain't tell me it was 5?
No, if I go out, my dude gonna already know. Like, I like to fat. So
you like to what?
If fat.
Okay, I got you.
So most of the time I'm going to island parties.
Mm-hmm.
A nigga's definitely gonna buy me a drink.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm definitely gonna dance. If you don't want me whining on nothing else, you better come with me.
Damn,
that's tough to
tough.
hear.
That's really tough to hear.
He just got off work, but he better bring his ass.
No, shut the fuck up, boy. You got all the excuses in the world. Listen, nigga, you know
he
why?
hurt his back at work too. Them goddamn barrels is heavy.
You know why I can't justify that excuse? Because that same nigga be trying to get the pussy that night, though. You know what I'm saying?
But he took a nap though. About 2 hours by the time she came home.
Bro, I tell you, bro, I did got all the excuses.
Too?
I agree, though. In those situations, she's not doing anything wrong. She shouldn't lie about that shit. And like she said, if that nigga
she didn't lie though. She just admitted that it was 5 versus 1.
Yeah, exactly. He shouldn't be able to. He should be able to. All right, otherwise, get his ass out there with her.
Yeah,
she said it best.
All right, what about lying out of loyalty? Like good example is President Clinton. Everyone around him knew what he was doing, and they shielded him against all them accusations around the sexual activities or the head game that was going on. Now, we do this a lot, especially in the hood, man. Police roll up and they say, hey, you seen homeboy? And you be out there like, nah, I ain't seen him. Now, it's only because he your dude now. Is lying out of loyalty okay?
Yeah. That's
as long as it doesn't involve like certain shit. But like, is that cool?
As long as it doesn't threaten your livelihood.
Right. I was just gonna say if
yes,
it's between me and this little white lie I got to tell to survive. I'm finna lie.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to jail. One,
you can't take
not jail. I'm not going under the jail.
Yeah.
Because at this point it's gonna kill me. I'm not trying to die.
So you saying street code is all good? You can lie on street code. Basically, is basically what you guys saying.
As long as it's not like destroying your life and your kids and your family.
And let's take this back to what we said earlier. When it comes to street code, the best lie is omission, motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. So if you say nothing, smell my fingertips, ass nigga, over that Gent. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I ever forget that shit.
Y'all should tell that story. That's a good story to tell. You want to hear that story, Telly?
All right, so we were in the Grand Caymans, and real niggas do real things.
Beautiful day. Beautiful day.
Right.
I sparked up one behind the building, and it so happened.
The building, that's what we call it?
Yeah, let's call it like that for right now.
For right now, so we get the real name.
The water, you know what I mean?
Right on the water, too. Yeah.
So we went to get something to eat at a restaurant nearby, maybe a block or so away. And again, big black niggas, minus myself, but they probably seen the red nigga, knew what time it was. Anyways, they found us at the restaurant, pulled us into the bathroom and said, hey, we heard that you were smoking a blunt.
This is 30, 40 minutes later, though. We didn't order food at another restaurant a block or two away.
Yeah. And they said, we heard that you were smoking marijuana next to the police station. And we said, the police station?
The police?
Not marijuana, but the police station?
Yeah, the police station.
Yeah, the first part, but...
Yeah, marijuana sounds right, but the police station, I wouldn't do no stupid shit like that. So apparently they were like, yeah, We know it's true. We know I just had to come over verify. This nigga yell out
Gent, y'all,
immediately.
Gent.
Immediately.
Me and Jezzy don't know nothing.
No, we didn't smoke. It wasn't me. You can smell my fingertips. This nigga started offering DNA and everything. Nigga.
Straight up.
Oh my God.
He said, I got clippers. You could take samples if you need to.
I did not say nothing like that.
Which one insinuated?
The police officer wasn't even asking for any of that. This nigga volunteered everything. He's talking about cavity searches and everything. This nigga said, "You hold my balls and cough." He was ready.
Yeah,
First off, it wasn't even.
he washed his hands and everything.
You ever watched Locked Up in Abroad? You understand though.
No. I know you say nothing, so you don't get locked up. That's what I know for sure.
We all lost a little respect for Gent.
Yeah, but we made it to.
And I'm slowly trying to gain it back day in, day out. For sure.
Well, something like that happened to me on the beach, but we didn't say anything. Two other guys went to jail because of us a little bit.
What you do? What you do, Telly?
It was Memorial Day weekend and in Miami.
I already know, but go ahead. Tell us though. Tell us. We want to know.
Me and my friends, we sparked up.
How many of y'all was it?
Huh?
How many of y'all was it? You and your homegirls? About
it
three
was
of y'all?
five girls.
Y'all
and
deep.
it was we met two dudes from South Carolina.
Okay.
You like a country boy, huh? I see you. Go ahead.
Yeah. Y'all looking good though too, huh?
You painted the whole story in your head. I can tell you.
Damn, nigga, relax, man.
I'm just asking questions. We got listen, man. You gotta paint the picture for the listeners, man.
Right. So we sparked up on the beach and they was talking to us or whatever. Yeah. So it was 12 police on the bikes and they rolled by and they smelled it. But they didn't think it was us. We threw the blunt and I guess it landed next to the dudes. And the dudes, they searched them. They told us to move. So we ran down the street and they got locked up.
And you so you threw it in front of their feet.
Hey, Telly, we're gonna go. Hey, Telly, we're gonna go ahead and in the podcast. You know what? Snitches get stitches, and
I don't think she snitched, dog, but she set a brother up for
come
sure.
On, Telly.
Set a whole brother up.
Didn't set anything up.
Damn.
Thank you very much.
Well, it's your
right.
friend you guilty by association.
You know what you did, Telly? Now he had to rob 3 people to get his life together after he got out.
Listen,
no, he didn't.
Yeah.
Listen,
He
Telly.
went back home. It's all right.
Telly, you and Gent, y'all are match made in heaven.
Straight. Yeah, that way.
It
You know what I mean?
like that.
Oh,
it wasn't
man.
even like that. That was straight.
If it was up to that nigga, I'd be in
Says
jail
the
right
person
now.
that got away, right? Now they was straight though. You know that's.
No, they was straight. Not for real. Real shit though. They was straight.
Okay, all right.
I want buddy contact information. We need his side of the story.
What about lying, kind of to shoulder the blame for somebody else? For example, like if it's honorable, like the purpose is a purpose where you're as a person are not getting anything out of the deal. However, you're just trying to protect somebody.
Plus,
right?
my kids, my son, and my daughter. Yeah,
like that same example. Like if you're at work or whatever the case may be, and your boss asking about progress on a project that you're doing, and so to prevent like the whole team getting in trouble or whatever the case may be, you take that blame.
I'm not taking that out.
But no, some people will.
I'm not taking that out.
God damn, Jezzy, really?
No.
Because what happened if you're loved by that boss? And
There needs to be a lot of factors.
You have enough capital to
That's what I'm saying.
There needs to be a lot of factors. You got to lay that out because there are certain environments where
it can't be your new boss.
A mistake like that
2
can
months
lose.
in.
Exactly.
Right.
A mistake like that can cause you a job. I'm not taking that out, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So no, but yeah, if I've been there 15, 20 years with the company and I know I got capital, I'll take that out easily.
So do you think there's any exceptions to lying? So for example, if your girl is overly emotional or she had some trauma in her life and at the end of the day, you're lying because you know it'll be a trigger. So for example,
like what?
So for I'm not trying to say
no, but what do I gotta lie to her about?
No, for example, let's say that she been cheated on by every man she's ever been in. It's her 15th relationship. That's a lot of losses.
You're right. I can stop you there. Yeah. I am gonna lie to her. It's gonna be a lie if she believe I'm not gonna cheat on her too. I'm 16. Bitch, you obviously don't care. If every nigga cheating on you,
why you trying to turn her life around? I mean, like,
no. Let me stop though. So what does she want you to do?
So basically, all I'm saying is she been in that many relationships that failed. Niggas cheated on her every time. Let's say you're not actually doing anything. However, at the end of the day, she heard that you were talking to some girls at a bar, right? It's a work event. It's a work event. Let's say it's a work event, right? And you're talking to some girls at a bar. It get back to her in some way, shape, or form. Nothing really happened, but you know that she has this trauma.
Oh,
and
so
then
you
say,
lie
so
about
you be like, nah,
any girls.
I didn't even I didn't even talk to no girls. You know I wouldn't do that. You know I know that you've been through it. I do everything to shun the very appearance of.
Talk to him,
but you're not doing
Talk
nothing
to him,
though.
Talk to
You're
him.
not doing nothing.
No nuts,
No.
nigga.
Okay,
Nuts.
just asking.
No nuts.
I'm just asking.
And that being said, I have told that lie before. I have told that lie before.
For what?
Because
What you lying for? You at a work event. You ain't do nothing. So what you lying for?
oh, okay, no, I never told it lie from that perspective as far as it being a work event. But have I downplayed female attention at a public in a public environment because I didn't want to make the person I was dealing with insecure?
Exactly. That's what I'm
not
talking
about
about.
necessarily because of
She may have trauma.
of cheating from a previous relationship, but maybe cheating in that relationship. Nigga.
She don't need to be in a relationship.
Come on, hey.
Because if your guy look good, he's gonna get hit on. So she don't need to be in one.
Telly, bro, tell him, Telly. Listen, this is what I'm talking about. I say this shit all the time. If you gotta jump through that many fucking hoops for this person, you don't need to be with them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. It's like, well, then what if you got to tell her, yeah, I know she ain't cute and this, that, and the other, but I have to tell her this and I got to take it.
No,
Come on, man.
She fine.
Listen.
I'm probably going to see it before.
Yeah.
You
Go
do.
get somebody you
Anyway.
ain't got to lie to.
Now you got to tell her she
Come
looked
on,
like
now.
Precious, but she really looked
I
like
think
baby.
if she was looking good, and I think the confidence comes, she's stupid. Confidence is so big in so many ways in your relationship because when you lack confidence, hearing somebody hit on your spouse, your partner, or whatever, that shit's gonna bother you because when you value and think of yourself, you're saying, damn, right now I'm kind of slipping. So
Hey.
I don't know what this person looked
Facts.
like, but I imagine they look this way or
Right.
that way, and that's not how I want. So really, it's about you being unhappy with yourself.
Right.
I've never
Right.
been in a situation where a bitch has told me, yeah, man, such and such happened. Yeah, nigga bought my drink, and I ever felt any type of way.
Hey.
Because
Preach it,
while
Jezzy.
I have no doubt this nigga was good looking, nigga, I
Yeah.
saw myself in the mirror this
Yeah.
morning. It looked wonderful.
Yeah.
So I know, bitch, you
She can
ain't
be replaced.
No, seriously, no. So I'm saying, so I know what my level is, and we gonna get on level. So
Yeah.
I know that there's no way he's fucking with me in that level. And if she does do whatever, bitch, it's like you said,
Yeah.
she can get replaced too, nigga. And I probably upgrade her ass. So you know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So I definitely think it comes from a place of insecurity, and if you're confident, then you won't need to tell that.
Hey,
lie.
that's a fact.
But in the event that she is not confident, but you still love her and you know you got to deal with her, do you do those things to protect her?
No.
So
Break up with
you
her
got
at this point because anybody got time for that shit.
That sounds easy to say, but it's all.
Tell it.
And I see
Tell
you
it.
coming.
I'm
You see what I'm saying? Because
I'm not
sometimes
what you tell
love
her.
makes you do some shit.
Should we enable that behavior? Should
No.
that be our life?
No.
No, I know we're not. It's rhetorical questions, guys. Okay, calm the fuck down.
I'm hearing what you're telling
and
me.
I was agreeing with you too. I just spoke to that. My point is, I see what you mean, Jen.
You know what I'm
because
saying? I'm
a
just
lot
trying
of people do get caught in that pattern, in that cycle. And I'm saying you gotta break that shit.
Yeah.
It is never okay just because you. No, it's still fucking bad. You know what I'm saying? Even if your intentions are good, nigga. Though that's a hard thing for men to really comprehend. I think we struggle with that shit. That everything we do for their good is not necessarily, you know what I'm saying, for their good. Good intentions don't mean
Man,
shit.
some of that shit is self-serving too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I'm
agree.
saying? So good intentions really only get you so far, but you know, I
Right.
digress.
Telly, let me ask you a question. Are there things that you just don't talk about, and it could be around any topic, to just kind of avoid having to either one lie or having to deal with any drama? Are there any subjects that you particularly deal with often?
No, not that I can think of. I would rather somebody tell me the truth, whether it is a hard truth or, not even whether. Just if it's a hard truth, just tell me, because I get over it.
What
It's
if
just
what
tell
if
you,
what
tell
if
me.
the hard truth is your breath be smelling like shit in the fucking morning?
Well,
You fix that.
baby, thank
fix
you.
that. You can
Let
fix
me
that.
get a gum.
Hey, Telly,
Piece of gum or something.
let me ask you a question.
no.
Have you lied to him like in a romantic situation? You got a dude you vibing with, everything is great, but you know the physical is regular on his best day, but you enjoy his company, and that is just a part of his company. Are you keeping it real? Like, look, I enjoy spending time with you, but we got to step this up. And since you can't make yourself one way or the other, we got to work on some tools, some special teams plays for you.
Because
to get
you
where
know
need to
some
get.
people can't get better at. You know there is
You're
a
right.
but I'm saying
plateau. You know what I mean?
I got real specific though. I'm saying like if Buddy is not an ideal sexual partner, right? He got to do some extra shit very, very well for that other parts of the relationship to be able to pick that up.
More
you know
to
I mean?
me, the question is: are you asking her about lying to him about these things?
I thought it was clear about that.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, my bad.
No,
I thought you were kind of asking. Maybe I don't know. Maybe my mind went to how you work around that, but
I'm based on time. Yeah, I'm saying, is that, do you lie or are you straight up? Are you saying, you know what, I'm not going to say anything and I'm going to see if I can deal with this? Or are you being honest with him? Like, look, I feel you, but here's some things that it could be a challenge for us and I need to work on it. We need to work on it.
So in the beginning, I'm going to give you like 2-3 times to see if this is like.
Yeah, this is really you.
Are you going to talk to him
really
about it though? Or you?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna tell him, I'm gonna be like, so when you give me head, like you just stay up here, and I need you to like you stay on the clit. That's cool, but I'm gonna need you to like put your tongue inside me.
See, and not every woman wants that, and not every woman needs that. The putting the tongue inside of them.
Yeah,
you think that's a go-to as far as you feel like every pussy want that?
I think they want. I think they want variations. I think.
I need you to do both.
You
everything.
Man. I need you to like up down, up down.
Okay.
Yeah, right below that thing, right before
exactly.
the ball.
You want a jump shot, a layup, a hook. You want to have a bunch of things.
Finger roll. You know
that roll. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what, I feel you.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
So no, I'm gonna tell the truth. It's not much. That I can't even think about anything that I would lie about at this age.
Okay.
Yeah. Back when I'm about to be 32. So,
you a youngin'. Mm-hmm. We appreciate you though.
Right. So I'm about to be 32
we the same
at this
age.
I'm not really gonna lie about anything. Back probably when I was 20, 21, yeah, I'm lying. Oh yeah, it's not that small or all that good stuff.
Yeah, that's tough.
So you basically think lying is a maturity thing, basically. Like the older you get, the more mature you get, you feel like the less lying you do.
Right, because you don't have time. You don't have time to waste at this point.
Damn right. You damn right. You got to get it how you live.
Yeah, if you don't like it, then
keep it pushing.
There's other niggas and other females out here.
Come on.
Now that we older pussy comes just quick. I mean, I know in college it was coming quick, but now that shit is so. If you meet with someone and you like them, you could potentially fuck that night. Yeah, and they know
you definitely can't fuck that night,
and they know
already decided in our head.
Exactly. And a lot of times a woman doesn't even want to wait because she want to know if the dick even worth the wait.
When did you decide in your head though? At what moment?
It's in the moment you give the number, nigga. They wouldn't give the number if they wouldn't see themselves fucking.
And that moment, at the moment.
No, wait.
Okay.
Sometimes we don't want to fuck you before and then once we get the number, it's like, okay, let me see what you gonna do.
What you about? Right.
Nigga gotta play it right.
You get the number. Are we going out? What are we like? Playing something? Okay, what do you look like? Because it depends on even how I met you.
That's why you
have on your work uniform when you try to get my number.
That's why a lot of niggas though. That's why a lot of niggas last about 3, 4, 5 days, right? They get pussy a couple times. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is.
If you don't put in effort.
Yeah, and they out, right? And it's not. Listen, it's not even
if they do or they.
Well, yeah, a lot of times when they do, and it's not even that they wasn't feeling it. They give you like, yo, she was dope, like she was super cool. But the problem is that, to your point, Jezzy, for a lot of men out here, getting sex is easy, right? And so it's much easier just to get random sex than it is to put in the effort to maintain a relationship. Sometimes
I definitely agree with that. And I don't know how we're getting here because this has nothing to talk about, but we are done, so I guess we can kind of do what we do.
This the kitchen talk.
You know what I'm saying? But to me, what the real issue is the fact that it's harder as a woman to stand out to a man to be dope enough to be like, man, I want to be with her.
And only her.
Because the fact of the matter is, I can find another good-looking woman. I can find another woman who is willing to do this to keep me happy in bed, who's willing to do that to potentially be with me because she sees me as a potential man, as a man who, because I already know where I'm at again, so yet I know I can get this already. So what's going to make you stand out? Your vibe. To me, that's your only chance.
Can't buy it.
Yeah, that is very, very sloppy.
And you can't even fake it.
What percentage of the attraction it has to be is vibe?
Yeah. Oh man.
Is that 50%? Is it more or less?
60% for me.
To me, I think it's like 75% if you want it to be a potential relationship. Anything
Long-term.
less than that, you're not going to get anything beyond.
But is that what
casual
you're
sex.
looking for? Because most men,
Don't say
Most of
that,
the time,
Telly.
they're
Don't
not.
say
But
most.
most men though, we're not though. And
You're
to
not
be
looking
honest,
for that.
to be honest though, that's
In
where
the
y'all
beginning,
fuck
y'all
up.
looking for that.
No, but that's where y'all fuck up. Y'all looking for it. Don't look for it. When shit is right,
It'll
it'll
happen.
happen. And you have to do.
happens,
So it's not that we're looking for it. That doesn't mean that we're not open to it. The point of the matter is we didn't see anything worth it. So when I get something dope and the vibe's so dope, like damn,
You don't want nobody else to
who
have
is
it.
this
You just
bitch,
fuck
man?
up
Yeah,
on
You don't want nobody
so
else to
you're
have
not
it.
gonna have to ask me about a relationship. I'm gonna come to you, come like, damn, I'm trying to lock this shit down. I
Straight
never
up.
had something like
Because you
that.
both- because you both
So
up
y'all
on the
should be
vibe,
worried
yeah.
about being that vibe and showing us what that is, and not focusing on the sex. Because obviously we know we're gonna get the pussy. I mean,
wait. So to be honest, I have been that vibe.
Mm-hmm.
I've been that vibe. I've been the person who, hold it down. Damn, she dope. I ain't never had nobody like this. Still got left.
Where you really divide.
Listen, there's a lot of things. Well, yeah,
Hey.
Gent said it right there too. That was tough. I know that was tough to hear, but there's a lot of other things you'd have to dissect into that because I don't know what your head game like, and I don't know what they said over there, but what I said to them is the
Never had a
vibe
complaint.
with the sloppiest head. Because if I can't get that wet, if I can't get a wet balls and taint off your head, I'm straight on
And
that.
she got a
head.
paper towel next to the wipe up between
no,
everyone.
I'm just saying, like, if you could give
That's
me head
serious.
and I'm clean, and you, who do you swallow me and we good? Nah, bitch, that's not the head I want. I want that sloppy
Yeah.
head.
But for real, if a girl
You know what
came,
I'm saying?
if a
I
girl
need a
came in with a
combination.
roll of bounty behind you, that's a
Yeah.
girl serious. about
No,
it.
I like a girl that
When she
says
pulled her hair back. She pulled that. See that?
Yes.
not even that.
Even if it's just a
I want
pigtail.
something even better.
Yeah.
Now I want a girl that say, "Hey, lift your butt up," and she squeeze a towel under that nigga because she knows it's about to get wet.
Oh, that's some serious
That's a
stuff
bitch
right
who lay down a napkin to eat.
That's-
nigga.
that's strategic
That's
right there.
that's a bitch who ready. She sucking dick. She love it, nigga. See what I'm
not-
saying?
it's not
You know
regular
what?
dick.
No, that's what I'm
Let me
saying.
tell you something. That motherfucking picture he just painted.
I know.
I had to give it to him. I said, you know what? No, that is something better.
Come
than what I
on,
can say.
dog. Come
Hey, when she
on,
put that
dog.
towel under you,
Come on,
because you know
dog.
you know what happened.
She knows she about to get messy, nigga.
Hey.
It's gonna be sloppy jalopy, nigga.
Come and talk to
Come
me.
on,
I need,
dog.
I need a break. I need
You
a break.
imagine getting that with a vibe? Nigga, you'll
Hey.
fucking marry that
Yeah,
bitch.
listen.
Bitch talking about, damn, how come he proposed? Bitch, I'll tell you why.
Hey, and let me say something real quick. We said this a million times before in this podcast. Yo, if you keep your man's balls empty, yo, and you fun to hang around and you a good vibe, yo, that's the best defense against any bullshit you could possibly think
And
about.
keep looking good, girl.
Yeah,
Please.
those three things right there.
Please.
Listen, nigga cheat on you there. He was gonna cheat on you regardless.
Yeah.
But 90% of niggas, you keep yourself looking halfway tight.
Yeah.
You got a good vibe, and you keeping his balls empty. He ain't got
No,
the
he said
energy.
he going out with his homeboys. Suck him off.
Yo,
God damn it.
Save
you
your-
about to go do this? Go to a NBA game with your homies?
Yeah.
Suck him off. God.
Absolutely.
Like, get
get
him
some
right,
t-shirts
man.
made.
I
Empty his
promise
balls.
you. He's not going to
Yeah, that's
cheat.
gonna be merch. We got
Oh,
some
my
more
God.
ideas.
Dog, I swear to God, somewhere a man's hearing this shit and he's crying. Another man's like, damn, dog, don't tell him all the secrets. But the fact of the matter is,
Yeah.
no woman is doing this. And that's why niggas is
a lot of
cheating.
women
A
are
lot of
doing it.
a lot of women aren't doing it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's somewhere a woman who's doing this and she's smiling and saying to herself,
He's
yeah,
so
and that
stupid.
nigga happy as fuck, nigga.
yeah, yeah.
Shit.
She ain't worried at
Come on,
all when he
man.
go out. She confident. She's like, I know the bitches ain't doing what I'm doing.
Listen.
You know, we went on a little bit of tangent because you know, sex is what sex is.
Choose your lies wisely. That's what we'll say, y'all. Choose your lies wisely.
Yeah, because to be honest with you, some people say, hey, it depends on how the situation is, whether it's shallow or significant, man. But it sounds like regardless of whatever that is, lying ain't cool, y'all.
Yeah.
Any
Nope,
way
it
you
ain't.
slice it, any way you cut it,
Yeah, truth gonna come to the light.
it is gonna be what it is, man. So
will.
Telly, kind of give us a little bit of a wrap up on your podcast one more time. Just
Your
give a shout
socials.
out on your socials, man.
Okay, yeah. So you can find me at the TellyMo Show on Instagram and TellyMo Show, the TellyMo Show on Facebook. So it's TheTellymoshow. Yes, I know that's a lot.
Mm-hmm. It's all right.
Okay.
Ow.
It's all right, and we gonna definitely do a collab on your side, man. So we really appreciated you. Hey, everyone, subscribe if you haven't subscribed
Hey, man, dope chick. We
for the
appreciate you,
episodes,
Telly.
man. Subscribe.
No problem.
We're on Instagram, Facebook. We're on every podcast platform: Apple, Google, Spotify, everything.
Hey, let me say real quick, man. I want to give a shout out to Brunchies out there, man. So the fan club, the people that really appreciate the
Yeah.
podcast and support us 100%. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And this is who we do it for, right? So give us ideas. Keep listening. Share it. If there's something we're not doing or something we need to do more, just let us know. We appreciate you.
And listen,
Brunchies.
One more thing, Brunchies. I'm hearing the Brunchies is asking about Jezzy. Is he a savage? I just want to set the fucking record clear.
Who had somebody ask
you? Know what I'm saying? Yeah, somebody asked me.
I ain't seen no emails, but go ahead.
I'm a fucking savage, nigga.
Why you so angry? Look.
Shit. Look. Fuck out of here. Let's go.
We got a medium white tea on too. I love it, boy.
Oh, you nigga. I joined this medium club, nigga. It's just mediums.
Brunch with the boys, y'all.
We out here.
Yeah. Coffee and brunch. We can have our conversations over coffee and brunch. Ha.